Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's Laajune here. Now we back in it with another video. Now there's a lot to discuss. So with the Q&A being yesterday for Suicide Squad, we got some big reveals when it comes to the Paragon system coming into the game. We also got information on gear scores and also with the world evolving through DLC content and through the story as well for Suicide Squad. So there's a lot to talk about. So before we get into it, if you guys are going to enjoy today's video as I enjoy making it, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell as well. We're getting closer and closer to Suicide Squad, so be on the lookout for that. But without further ado, let's get on to the video.
This is where the fun begins.
So for the first thing that we're going to be talking about is the Paragon system that got revealed, which is called Squad Talents. Now, if you're unfamiliar with a Paragon system is, this is something that is in Diablo and Division 2 for the two games that I know so far. So just to basically break it down, you're going to see it on the screen possibly, but in Division 2, they have it for their Paragon system where you can just basically, once you reach to the max level, which I think is 40 in that game, you can just keep leveling up and keep upgrading your character and make it more powerful. So say for instance, it has a tab where you could upgrade your weapon damage, headshot damage, your crit chance, and crit damage. And you can just keep leveling it up until you get to that certain point once you reach the max. So that is basically what a Paragon system is. You could just continuously make your character more powerful. Now in Suicide Squad, it is different. It is called Squad Talents, and basically it is a shared group of upgrades between all your squad members, regardless of their level. So say for instance, you have a level 30 King Shark, because the max level is 30. If you have, a level 30 King Shark, you're going to unlock Squad Talents, and you could just keep leveling up that Squad Talents with King Shark or switch to another character, so you can get levels even faster for your Squad Talents, so you can keep upgrading your character and become more powerful. And the thing I like about this Squad Talents, the fact is it is unlimited. There is no cap to it. So you see right there, it says there are lots of these for the squad levels. They are actually infinite, and there are no real level cap to the Squad Talents, which is insane when you think about it, because now when it comes to Paragon system, there's usually a cap when it comes to this, but the fact for this one, they don't have no cap to it at all. That is pretty insane, if I'm gonna be honest with you. And at the bottom, it makes it even more crazier because they stated that for the additional characters that will be coming out, once they get into the game, they will already have those Squad Talents equipped on their stats and all that. So as soon as, say for instance, we get Joker for the Joker DLC possibly, we're gonna already have that insane boost to Joker if you have your Squad Talents up there by a lot. So that is pretty crazy. And they also did state in here that, say for instance, you got your King Shark to level 30 already and you unlock Squad Talents. If you switch to another character and they are not level 30, you're going to get your Squad Talents even faster because you're still leveling up your other character. So if you just want to do it like that, you can. If you want to just stick to one character, you can. You can still get your Squad Talents. So overall, I have to say this is a W feature, because when it comes to like looter shooters, having a Paragon system is something they add later. Like this is something that they already have in the game, and the fact that they already have it, it just goes to show you that Rocksteady studied this genre for looter shooters. They already have it. So I'm excited for this part right here. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm really interested for Squad Talents. Now for the next thing we're gonna get into is with gear scores being completely gone for the game and how good this is. All right, so let's get on to one of the most biggest changes that they've made so far when it comes to the game, is that they completely remove gear scores from the game. Now this is good. This is really, really good, because let's say for example, you get a legendary weapon that is really, really good, got good stat rolls on it, and it has good perks on it as well. You could literally keep that the whole time you play that game. Even after you reach level 30 in Suicide Squad, it's still going to be valuable. Now, let's say for instance, if they kept the gear score levels in the game, let's say you get that level 5 version of that legendary weapon with all the perfect stuff you want on it. If you get to level 30 and you get a level 30 version of that gun with bad rolls and bad perks on it, you're pretty much stuck with that gun. But the fact is, they removed it completely when it comes to gear scores. It is a W, and you could just always keep that weapon. And let's do an example when it comes to Division 2. So you see right here, we have a level 1 Lullaby, which does really bad damage. Like it is super bad. But if you look on the other screenshot, we have the level 30 version. I think it's level 40 version of the Lullaby. You see the huge jump in damage, right? you go from 6,000, I think it is, to automatically 600K just from that shotgun alone. Like, you can see the difference when it comes to that. So the fact is, if we put it in Suicide Squad terms, that lullaby you got at level 1 is still going to be valuable compared to another lullaby you get. So it's going to be the same thing. So that's a good example I guess I could put in there so far. But just overall, having this in the game is such a good feature because sometimes you just get stuff that you like, and the fact is, once you get to the max level and you can't keep that same item that you really liked, it kind of is discouraging. And that is something that suffered in Marvel's Avengers and also in Destiny. So I like the fact that they did this and they implemented where they completely took out gear score. So I'm happy about this. I'm really, really happy about this. But let's get on to the next thing when it comes to the overall world of Metropolis changing from Brainiac himself when it comes to post-launch content and also the story as well. All right, so for the last thing that we do have for confirmation is the fact is we know that Metropolis will continuously evolve throughout the story and post-launch content, with Brainiac being able to shift through worlds and bring in portions of other universes into the Metropolis that we'll be playing in, which is really good because let's think about it. The fact is, they already just confirmed that the multiverse will be a thing in Suicide Squad. So the fact is, they could pull any type of city from the multiverse and throw it into the Metropolis that we'll be playing. It's pretty crazy when you think about it because they can do endless things when it comes to post-launch content and like other portions of the city that can bring in. And the fact is, it's going to be happening throughout the story as well. I'm interested to see how they go. Now, I think I kind of know what they're doing with this. If you played the alpha, you would know that Jon Stewart created his own section in Metropolis, which is like a military palace type construct that he created. And if you go over there, you could just see that he created his own space in Metropolis. So this is going to be a prime example of what they mean when they're going to be changing Metropolis throughout the story and post-launch content. And if we already got our first example of what that looks like, I'm very interested to see what they do with the post-launch content, which we kind of already got a tease for. If you saw the Q&A yesterday, we got the Joker little theme that we see right here, which basically is hinting that this is an example of what it's going to look like when it comes to Brainiac bringing different type of portions of universes into our Metropolis. So I'm interested to see what they do with this, to be honest. I really am, because there's a lot they could do with this. And the fact is, everything that they've talked about in the Q&A so far sounds promising. I'm being honest. The fact that we already have a Paragon system, and the fact is we don't have no more gear score levels, which is a W thing. The fact is Metropolis will keep evolving and we'll get different portions of multiverses brought into the city. And with the in-game content that they talked about as well, that I would do in another video, because that's a whole video in its own self, it just really sounds like Rocksteady studied the genre of looter shooters and they know what they're doing and they're coming out swinging. And I'm super, super surprised by this, to be honest, because usually when it comes to game studios doing looter shooters, some of the stuff that implemented into Suicide Squad already for day one, usually is stuff that they add later on into the life cycle of the looter shooter game. For example, like Division, they didn't add that Paragon system until I think it was like 2 years ago. And the Division 2 been out for a while, like with Diablo. I think Diablo already launched with their Paragon system because they're known for that. So I don't know, it's just crazy just to see like how Rocksteady is just already having these things implemented into the game day one compared to just other games implementing to this in the future. But hey, we just gotta let Rocksteady cook and see what they up to. But that's pretty much it for today's video. Let me know how you guys feel about it below. It's Laajune here. If you guys enjoyed today's video as I enjoyed making it, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell as well, and most importantly, make sure you hit that like button. It's Laajune here, and I'm gone. Peace.